self-rising flour. You know, there's all-purpose flour and self-rising flour. So make sure you buy self-rising. That's important. That already has the salt and the baking soda, baking powder in it. This is buttermilk, and you do not want to buy low fat. You don't want low fat buttermilk. There's two different kinds of buttermilk. This is what we call shortening, vegetable shortening. And then we've got some butter, and that's all it's going to take to go in there. That's it. And sometimes I don't always use butter. So what we're going to do is, I'm probably going to start off. Will everybody eat biscuits? At least try one?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Not my own, but I can try this.
so I'm going to just start off
When I try
with like, I haven't measured this really well, but like almost 3 cups of flour. I don't really measure a whole lot. You want to shake this up for me? You need to shake buttermilk. Okay? Now, for the Crisco, I'm just going to use like about 3 eggs. I'm not measuring, so it's like the size of like 3 eggs or so. So I'm not even measuring, I'm just kind of guessing that it looks about right. Sometimes I put a little bit of butter in it just to give it a little, I love butter. Does anybody else like butter? I mean, like when I eat a biscuit, I just can put butter where it's melted and dripping on it, and I don't have to have jelly or syrup. We have a bunch of jellies, but I don't have to have jelly. Have any of you ever tried buttermilk? Has anybody in here tasted? Do you want to try it in a spoon? No. It's sour. You can smell it. You can smell it too if you want to smell it. So, all right. So this is where it gets. This is where it gets messy. So the shortening that's in here, you want it to be mixed up. So I'm just taking it in here and just kind of twisting my hands, and I'm just trying to get it mixed and incorporated into this flour. I might even add a little bit more. So I'm just taking my hand and just pinching it and just twisting it, because I want it to be mixed in with the flour real well. And the butter is a little bit harder to mix up because it's more solid and it's cold. So that's the first thing, is you just want to just mix, pinch, and you can feel it in there, the butter more so than the shortening. So pretty easy. Everybody can do this, right? It's not hard.
We do need the dough. So can you melt the butter and then?
No, you don't want to melt the butter because it will make it wet. So you don't want the wet dough yet.
It'll also be good.
So you can kind of see that the flour it looks a little bit different. It's not as smooth, as it was before. And you can still see there's still some pieces of butter in there. So it takes just, I should have added some more Crisco. I don't know. What do you think?
Might be maybe a little more, I think. A little more shortening.
What is the shortening?
What does the shortening do?
What's the what?
What does the shortening do for it?
It's really what helps hold it together.
Yeah.
Is what.
It's like a fat in it, but it's vegetable shortening.
Yeah.
There's no meat products in here.
Yeah.
And Crisco is that miracle food.
No?
They're gonna help. You get gum in your hair, Crisco will get it out. Yeah.
Who's Frisco?
That's chocolate.
Oh,
The brand.
Shortening.
Biscuit really good.
And you can use it to put in a skillet, melt it, and use it like oil to fry stuff.
Yeah, I hope I didn't put too much in there because it's not breaking up as much. Maybe that's more the butter, I guess.
Probably.
All right, so ready? Will you open the buttermilk for me? I hope I don't have too much Crisco.
Yeah, you can also use a fork to like
Yeah. Okay, I don't ever measure.
That's okay.
I'm really bad not to measure. I just kind of look at it and put it in the middle, and I'll just begin to stir. And then you gotta get your hands in it. So I'll just start to stir it around until it gets kind of wet. And then you just got to get your hands, and I just kind of take my hands and just go kind of in that direction and mix everything up.
So basically making like a dough.
Yes, you're making your biscuit dough.
Okay.
And it gets your hands really gummy and messy.
I'll
So-
be making pizza.
Yes, kind of like that. We're gonna need, will someone get either like are there any a paper towel? Oh, the napkins. Do you see the napkins in the window? Okay. We need to dip a napkin and put it all, and spread Crisco all over that pan. So you don't have to unfold it. You probably want to leave it folded. Just like this. Yeah, just like dip it in there and get a hunk of it.
Yeah, that's probably plenty.
And yeah, coat it really well. Because you don't want them to stick to your pan. All right, now I need someone to take, that's wax paper, and tear off a sheet about that big of wax paper. Normally I would wash my hands at this point, but okay, you just lay it down. We're just going to take a little bit of flour and put over here because we don't want this to stick to you. Yeah. All right. And like I said, normally I wash my hands off to get some of this off. And we're just going to, I don't use a rolling pin. We just kind of pat it out. And you can make, some biscuits can be thicker than the others. I mean, it just depends. That looks about right, doesn't it?
Oh, you got
That's
plenty of
good.
that. Yeah, that's plenty.
So these are called biscuit cutters. So you have different sizes. You can have little, I like a big biscuit, but I mean, you can do whatever size you want, and you just put it down and twist, and it just comes right up. Is that too thin, you think, or is that good?
I think that's good.
What do you think, Jeff? That's a good thickness?
Those are gonna make good fat biscuits.
You want them to touch too.
Yeah.
You want them. So
That's gonna make good fat biscuits
cookies,
right
you don't
there.
want cookies to touch, but these biscuits, you want them to touch so that they'll rise up.
Get good and tall.
So, and then when you, so now we're gonna take it and we're gonna do it again. Is our sausage okay? Will one of y'all check it and see if it's not? Because I can smell it.
Should we make another batch?
Yeah, yeah, we need to do another batch. So you can either use.
I can make
Oh, it's kind of funny looking at it.
3 cups, right?
3 cups, yeah.
And some people will take it and just pinch the dough off and make
All right,
the
so I don't
biscuit.
really, I mean, I could make a small one, but usually when I get to this point, I'm just gonna just make a little bit. So,
And that's how we do it. Or how she does it.
yeah. So does y'all want to help? Somebody can start